Another one bites the dust for our sweet, sweet Janelle Lauren Evans, y'all. As you know, she was in a relationship with her manager, August Keene, for a certain period of time. I believe it was up to a year or so. They were allegedly living together in Vegas and everything with the children. One thing about Janelle is she is always going to hand those kids on a silver platter to whatever man she's with at any given moment. What man is this that she's lived with now, like the third or fourth or something like that? In fact, not only was he living with them, but he was acting as a primary parent for Jason Ensley when Janelle effed off to Tennessee to deport her son Kaiser over there when she was tired of dealing with him in Vegas. It's not funny, but the wording was okay, not deporting. And like, she wanted him to be a father figure to these kids and everything like that, even though she had only been dating him for a couple of months at that time. And now look, what does she have to show for it but the man allegedly cheating on her and her being single yet again? Before I get into the tweets that she shared to announce the news, I have to say, first of all, woman to woman, I feel genuinely bad for Janelle. And let me tell you why. Janelle is someone who grew up in a very volatile household, right? Where like examples of like a strong, healthy relationship, marriage, and love were not shown or modeled to her. And then she didn't feel love from her father because her father abandoned her. And then her relationship with her mom is super volatile, and she never felt loved by her mom either, even though her mom obviously did love her because her mom stepped up to raise her child for her while she was too busy thotting and bopping, right? But she just didn't feel the love. She felt that as something else. She felt that as like judgment. She felt that as rejection. She felt that as all sorts of negative things. So her whole life, she has made it a priority to search for this long lost emotion at all costs. She has searched high and low and she has never found it. And I find that genuinely sad. Okay. She's in her 30s now. I believe, what is she, like 33 or something? First, she had Andrew, which, I think she was a victim in that relationship. She was a teenager. The man was in his 20s and he couldn't even step up to raise the child, Jace. Right. And then she went for some other guys. There was Gary. There was Cortland. She had a marriage with Cortland that she had to have, a divorce from almost immediately thereafter. Then she had Nathan. That didn't pan out. And that man, verbally berated her, physically attacked her, and stuff like that. And then she landed on David. Then there was that guy in between David and her breaking up, then getting back together. Then she landed with August. And so she really has tried. And we know that she wants love so bad that she will put these men above herself and above her children. And love still just does, love still evades her. Still, can I use the word elude? Eludes me. It still evades her. She still can't find it. And again, I feel like that's the one thing she wants more than anything in this world. And so it does hurt my heart that she cannot find it. But I will give you some advice, Janelle, because I know you like to look at my videos, so you can try and report them. And it never works. So let me give you some advice because I'm being very, very genuine here. I'm very, very serious when I say this. I think that for you to find this true love that you're looking for, you're going to have to do a couple of things. First, you are going to have to show it to yourself. If you want it to find you, you have to show it to yourself. So you have to start truly loving Janelle. Okay? Whatever that means for you. Do whatever you can to raise your self-esteem and to feel like you are worth it. Next, you got to love the OG. You got to love Jace. This poor boy has been through it ever since, even before he was born. And it's thanks to you. So he's going to have the issues that you have times 1,000. So you need to show him love. Then next, you need to go to Kaiser. I know the internet made you go pick him back up from his grandma's house, but you gotta try. You gotta do your best. Get him in line, discipline him, and love him. Then you gotta love your daughter Ensley. I don't have a photo of her here, but you gotta love her next. So when you love yourself, then you love your kids. You stop putting men above yourself and above your kids. And then you start to have the level of discernment that you need in order to not waste this much time in these dead end relationships. You have the discernment that tells you and shows you when people are here just to use you. Because to me, it was very obvious that Nathan just wanted to use her. It was very obvious that David just wanted to use her. And then the other two, oh, I forgot about Kiefer. I think Kiefer was the one true genuine love. You know what I mean? So, and then look what happened there. Didn't you call him the N word or something like that? And like a bunch of other things when that didn't work out? Anyway, I think she needs to work on that. I really, really do. And I'm being genuine when I say that because it's really sad to see this play out because as terrible as a person and as a mom Janelle is, I think that when she's in relationships with people, she truly does try to give her all, as dysfunctional as her all might be. So it's it's kind of like ouch when you see that it just never pans out for her. But I digress. Let's get into her announcement about the breakup, shall we? Janelle took to her Twitter to tweet, why don't you just call me and tell me the truth yourself instead of posting it online? I could hear her crying at the top of her lungs posting that. And it breaks my heart for her. It really, really does. Then she says, I'm convinced all men are cheaters. Shrug. Listen, girl, I don't blame you. A lot of them are just, not very faithful, not very honest, And I think because I watch so many of these dating reality shows, for my YouTube channel and whatnot, like you see it so often that the men will be the ones to cheat. And it's really sad. Even if the woman is like, way out of his league in every single way, especially if the woman is out of his league in every single way, he'll still cheat. So she says that she claims that she doesn't put all of her personal business out there, which is a lie. She says that she is holding back some tidbits, which if she did put out, we would all be like mind blown. And then she talked about being sick to her stomach as well. Poor Janelle. Honestly, I feel sad for her. I really, really do. This must have been really shocking and really devastating for her, especially because this man is living with her and her children. And so this is yet another, case of traumatizing and uprooting the children's lives for what, right? So I think the story was that Janelle was allegedly the side chick this whole time. Apparently, August had a girlfriend, and then he decided to fake a relationship with Janelle in order to, get his name out there or to get, I don't know, a place to stay. I don't know, something. And Janelle ultimately wound up finding out, which I think has to be absolutely devastating. As much as we dislike Janelle, I think we as women can recognize that this is a very, very sad and heartbreaking situation. And so, yeah, honestly, I do feel sad for her in that regard. I still don't like her, but I feel for her. I really, really do. What about you guys? How do you feel about this August and Janelle breakup? Do you think it's going to play on the next season of Teen Mom Next Chapter? Listen, the show has already taped the first half. It's set to debut in a couple of weeks from now, actually, so this month. But they still do continue filming as it airs. So this is something that would probably be aired on the back end of this current season. Now, what do you think Janelle is going to do moving forward? I personally think instead of taking the time to heal, to make sure that her kids are okay after the millionth guy just walked out of their lives, she is just going to go ahead and find another trashy man. But here's the thing. Janelle doesn't really have many options, right? Like, when you are operating on the level that she operates on, right? Which is you've got 1,000,001 mugshots. You've got this terrible, terrible global reputation. You are, you're digitally prostituting yourself. You have all of these child neglect cases up against you, et cetera, et cetera. And then you've got your own other issues with volatility, emotional and psychological volatility. Your pickings are a little bit slim. You're not really. It would be a miracle for you to get a really, really high quality partner. So again, I think that if Janelle worked on herself, turned things around for herself, she would be able to get to a different frequency, to where she could attract a man of true quality. But I digress. Anyway, good luck, Janelle. Let me know when you find your next boyfriend. I'm going to start my timer. Let's put some bets in the comment section. How long until Janelle has her next boyfriend? I am going to give it 2.5 months. So let me go ahead and pull up my calendar because I'm going to mark the date. And I would like for you guys to mark your date too so that we can all reconvene. So let's say, from this to February 7th is 1 month. March 7th is 2 months, and then I'll give it half months. So let me say just before my little brother's birthday, we'll go March 28th. And then I'm gonna edit the title on my calendar so you guys see. I'm putting it in here. I'm serious, y'all. Bet Janelle has a new boyfriend. All right. I'm curious to know what you guys are going to say. So please do make sure to leave all of your bets in the comment section down below. And as usual, we will chat. That's all for now. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye now.